I want to share a story with you guys that I actually knew about last year when it happened, and I was hoping there would be an update, but so far there hasn't been an update. But this story is absolutely trifling, like everything else I record. Okay, so it is out of Indianapolis, Indiana. It happened on July 1st, 2025. Now, I wasn't lying when I tell you that this generation records everything, no matter what it is. They record themselves planning the crime, driving to the crime, committing the crime, and then if that's not good enough, they post the crime. A mother and her 12-year-old daughter had just got home from running errands one morning. It was a little bit after 11:30 a.m. when she heard a knock at the door. She opened the door, and there was a man standing there with an American flag mask on his face. He had a gun pointing at her and told her to let him inside, which she did. After entering the home, still at gunpoint, he proceeded to rape her on the living room couch and then again on the floor. When he finished this sickening, demeaning act, he started looking at the pictures in the living room and asked her, was there anyone else in the house? She quickly answered no. He then started to walk down the hallway towards her daughter's room, and the mother, of course, knew that her daughter was back there asleep. Now, some articles say he made the mother go and get the 12-year-old daughter, and some articles say he went and got the 12-year-old daughter. However, they are all three in this living room. He then proceeded to rape the 12-year-old girl multiple times, and then her mother again. He would finally leave the home. She called the police and told them what happened. He had to be in her house for almost an hour and a half, 2 hours. She also described that he drove a blue Ford F-150. He had a tattoo that started with an M on the side of his torso. However, she couldn't make out what the exact name said. Now, the kicker was he had recorded the whole entire crime. What he did to the mom, what he did to the daughter, he recorded it. Now, police would find through CCTV footage the license plate of this blue F-150, and they was able to track down Teshon Gardner, 21 years old. Now, he would say that he is not the only one that uses that blue truck, and he also said that he never sexually assaulted anybody. But he could not explain how he had that tattoo with the letter M on his torso and how this mother and daughter knew about this tattoo. He actually did have a tattoo, and it spelled out the words Motown. And of course, the police would put two and two together, DNA samples, not just the license plate footage and the tattoo, but the fact that he was definitely there. And they probably even saw the recorded footage on his phone. Now, again, this happened a year ago, and I was hoping that it was updates, but I couldn't find any updates so far. Teshon Gardner is his name. Ladies, be careful. Please watch out. I never open up my door. If I'm not expecting you, I don't open up my door. I have a thick iron screen door that is always locked. So if by chance I had to open the door for whatever reasons, it's already locked. Be careful out there. You have to protect yourself. Just like when you're outside, you're out and about, you protect yourself. You have to do it even more when you're in the home. Obviously, I believe he was watching her and stalking her and probably knew that she stayed there with this young girl. He probably knew. So I hope that they throw the book at him, and it would be okay if he never was released. Disgusting. I can only imagine the feelings, the terror, the thoughts Hopefully this mother and daughter are receiving counseling, because that has to be just awful to know that not only you were being violated, but your daughter was at the same time as you by the same person. Just after, you opened up the door. I mean, so much guilt probably has to be in that same kind of feeling. So sad that this even happened to them. But be careful out there. And of course, if I find any updates, I will definitely share.